Okay.
He is Dr. Binish Desai. Hey. और ये प्रेजेंट टाइम की वन ऑफ द सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहे हैं. That's right. फेस मास्क वेस्ट, पीपी किट्स वेस्ट, ग्लव्स वेस्ट. एक तरफ ये सारे इक्विपमेंट्स हमारी जान बचा रहे हैं, वहीं दूसरी तरफ इससे वेस्ट भी काफी जनरेट हो रहा है. अकॉर्डिंग टू द रिपोर्ट्स, एक मंथ में 200 बिलियन फेस मास्क एंड ग्लव्स डंप किए जा रहे हैं. एंड वी ऑल नो दैट ये वेस्ट अब ओशंस तक जा पहुंचा है और मरीन लाइफ को भी इंपैक्ट कर रहा है. According to studies, there will be more mass than jellyfish in the ocean. और सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम ये है कि इन इक्विपमेंट्स को अवॉइड भी नहीं कर सकते बिकॉज सेफ्टी के लिए इनकी नीड भी एक्सट्रीम है. देन व्हाट इज द सॉल्यूशन? वेल, जहाँ प्रॉब्लम होती है वहाँ सॉल्यूशन भी होता ही है, और इस प्रॉब्लम का सॉल्यूशन निकाला है 27-year-old डॉक्टर बिनेश देसाई ने, जिनको बचपन से ही रिसाइकलिंग की इंपॉर्टेंस पता थी. जब मैं 10 साल का था तब कैप्टन प्लैनेट और डेक्स्टर्स लैब वर माय फेवरेट कार्टून्स, और वहीं से मुझे इंस्पिरेशन मिली दैट अर्थ इज आवर ओनली होम एंड वी नीड टू प्रोटेक्ट इट. फिर मैं जब 11 साल का था तब क्लास में मेरे च्युइंगम चिपक गई थी एंड आई ट्राइड रिमूविंग इट विद अ पीस ऑफ पेपर एंड इट हैड हार्डन्ड अप. सो मैं घर गया, did the same experiment again, and that resulted in invention of my first brick. एक्चुअली ये ब्रिक दिखने में ब्रिक जैसी थी भी नहीं, पर 11 साल की एज में डॉक्टर देसाई ने वेस्ट से ब्रिक क्रिएट कर दी थी. ये खुद में कितना इंस्पायरिंग है, isn't it? तब ये ब्रिक की एक्चुअली में आई वाज नॉट प्लानिंग इट टू बी अ ब्रिक, बट फिर मुझे पता चला अबाउट द वर्ड स्लम्स और उसके अराउंड नेगेटिविटी जो थी, तो मैंने सोचा कि मैं दुनिया का सबसे सस्ता घर बनाऊंगा, और तभी से मेरी ब्रिक बनाने की शुरुआत हुई. इसके बाद डॉक्टर देसाई रुके नहीं. उन्होंने एक लैब बनाई जिसमें वेस्ट को रिसाइकिल करने के कई तरीके निकाले. We have more than 150 products from 70 different types of waste. Products such as bricks, paver blocks, artificial wood, furnitures, even this iPhone cover. All this is made out of waste. डॉक्टर देसाई ने अब तक अराउंड 2000 टन वेस्ट को रिसाइकिल करके उनके प्रोडक्ट्स बनाए हैं, जिसमें से इको ब्रिक्स उनका मेन प्रोडक्ट है. इको ब्रिक्स कन्वेंशनल ब्रिक्स के कंपैरिजन में 3 टाइम्स स्ट्रॉन्गर, ट्वाइस द साइज एंड हाफ द प्राइस है. और सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज ये है कि ये वेस्ट से बना है, और इन ब्रिक्स से बिल्डिंग्स, ऑफिसेज, इको होटल्स, स्कूल्स, टॉयलेट्स एंड मोर देन 4000 इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर्स ऑलरेडी बन गए हैं. ये देखते हुए डॉक्टर देसाई को रिसाइकिल मैन ऑफ इंडिया कहा जाने लगा. और फिर जब ये पेंडेमिक आया तो मास्क वेस्ट और मेडिकल वेस्ट को रिसाइकिल करने की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी उठाई डॉक्टर देसाई ने. ये पेंडेमिक के वक्त हमने देखा कि ये पीपीई मास्क आर एंडिंग अप इन दी ओशंस और मरीन लाइफ को डिस्ट्रॉय कर रही थी. तो हमने इजाद किया ब्रिक 2.0, which basically is helping convert these PPE masks into these bricks. They are completely safe and sanitized. और ये हम लो कॉस्ट हाउसेस और टॉयलेट्स बनाने के लिए यूज कर सकते हैं. तो मास्क वेस्ट को भी रिसाइकिल कर दिया गया. ही इज ट्रूली द रिसाइकिल मैन ऑफ इंडिया. जस्ट थिंक, अगर ये सारा वेस्ट ब्रिक्स में कन्वर्ट हो जाए तो लैंडफिल भी इंक्रीज नहीं होगा और डेवलपमेंट भी नहीं रुकेगा. यू आर ट्रूली एन इंस्पिरेशन डॉक्टर देसाई, एंड वी नीड मोर इको फ्रीक्स लाइक यू इन आवर वर्ल्ड. तो अगर आप कुछ कंस्ट्रक्शन का सोच रहे हैं तो इन इको फ्रीक्स को जरूर ट्राई करें सो दैट वेस्ट कम हो सके. एंड फॉर ऑर्डर्स प्लीज विजिट देयर वेबसाइट.
Okay. Hello. Hello.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, ma'am.
So he had converted the waste, the mask, what we are using, the reusable marks into brick 2.0, eco-friendly bricks. Okay. So that's the way, like an entrepreneur need not have an education, so called the investment in his hand from his forefathers or whatever. So the ideas what you have. So in the second unit, I had given a question in the internal paper. What is the source of ideas? What is an idea? How the idea is impacting an entrepreneur? So here he is called as a recycle person, recycle man of India. So the idea what he got from his childhood, he used it now, and he's running a business of manufacturing the bricks, right? So I think it will inspire you and start working on. If you have any ideas, you can text me or you can discuss in this platform, and we will implement it and we'll share with your friends, and with even with other students also, we'll get more number of ideas, right? Initially you may getting a single idea, but if you share it with your friends or with the faculty, it will boost up and you can start a good startup. Okay. So let me start sharing the unit 3. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No?
No, ma'am.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, so we'll continue the project formulation unit 3. We discussed the topics where like what is project formulation, what are the stages of the project formulation, and how do you do what, how do you characterize the market, characterization of market. And then we had discussed a session about forecast the demand. Okay, how do we calculate the demand of the calculation is nothing but you're estimating the demand of the product in the market. Okay, so that we had seen, and the last session was the classification of demand forecasting. Okay, let me open it. Yes. So in unit 3, I had given questions from project formulation, analysis of market demand, and we are left over with the financial profitability analysis and technical analysis. These three topics are left over, and some of the students gave seminar about project financing in India. Please go through those videos I had kept in YouTube. So we had seen what is a project formulation. We'll see the feasibility in terms of technical, financial, all the environmental factors. So I asked a question about the stages of the project formulation. Many of you wrote only till here, the conception of an idea, analysis of related aspects, formulation of an project, and design of project. But I'm asking you in detail, what are the different stages in project formulation? You have to mention the 7 steps. Okay, feasibility, techno-economic, input, network, project design and network analysis, financial analysis, cost benefit, and pre-investment. Just give a sentence about each of this analysis, it's enough. Okay. Then we had discussed about how, what is a project report, what are the contents that must be there when you are giving a concise report to the investors, right? So this was the topic. And then we had seen what is the methods of demand analysis, how do we characterize the market. Okay, and then we had seen like different types of market surveys, like census survey, sample survey. And then we had seen like how do we calculate the price of the product. We had seen FOB, CIF. I had given a diagram for you: FOB free on board, and CIF cost, insurance, and freight. Please all of you go through the slides. I think you had, it's gone out of from your brains. So please all of you go through this by tomorrow. And we had seen like how do we calculate the different types of prices, FOB and CIF, and landed cost, wholesale price. And we had seen how do the sales promotion is done for the company, like the giving the free samples, or offering the discount on the product, or money back rebate. Like these are the different ways of sales promotion in the company. And then we had seen what is a demand. I had given a definition of a demand by using a graph, demand graph and supply graph. I gave an example of number of apples sold versus the price. Okay, and then I had given a difference between the demand and the supply curve. And then we had seen what is the definition of demand forecasting, like estimating the demand. Okay, then we had seen like different methods of demand forecasting, that is qualitative and quantitative method. This was the last slide of the last session: qualitative and quantitative techniques. Wherein I'll just give a review of this. Like qualitative technique is where you will be getting the information from the survey. Okay, conducting the survey and collecting the data based on the behavior of the consumer. They take the survey from each consumer or by each expert, and they gather the information and they forecast the demand. That is qualitative technique. Okay, but in quantitative technique, what do they do? Quantitative technique is what is like, it is a more scientific. They use the scientific regression methodologies, like they take the historical data and they do the mathematical models. Like I said, regression analysis is a mathematical equation being framed by different design of experiments. Okay, design of experiments is like, I'll give you an example. If I wanted to manufacture a product, or if I wanted to manufacture an electrical circuit, okay, what I do a different different methodologies or different methods of experimentation, and um, uh, I will calculate a table that you call it as design of experiments, DOE. So based on that, there will be a mathematical modeling, mathematical equation will be framed. Just it's a simple qualitative technique is like based on the experience, or based on the survey, or based on the information given by the experts. You will take and you will study on it, and you will finalize the demand of the product. But in quantitative technique, what is like, you will be having a mathematical model or a simulation software will be given in that, and whereby you will be estimating the demand. So qualitative is like, you will be getting it from the by person to person, by, I think it will be changed based on the opinion. But quantitative, it is not, it's a benchmark, or it's a model, mathematical model in a company. Okay, so tomorrow we will discuss this time series smoothing technique, barometric methods in detail. So today I just had given a difference between a qualitative technique and quantitative technique. Okay, so in quantitative techniques you have different methods like time series, smoothing techniques, barometric method, regression analysis. Like time series method is you will be predicting the future demand of the product. Let's say I'm manufacturing a product from past 10 years. So I will take the data from the 10 years, from the initial year till the 10 years. I will take the how much is the sales going on. Based on that, I will be predicting the future. Okay, so based on the historical data, you call this as an historical data, but on that you will be calculating, you will be predicting the future pattern. What is the demand that will be continuing in the future based on the past data, that you call it as time series analysis. Okay, so we'll see all the rest all methods tomorrow, as like this is a very important topic. It's a combined class, so I just gave a brief review of qualitative and quantitative, and tomorrow we'll see that. Okay, so coming to the next topic is a financial analysis. In a company, why a company is doing a financial data analysis, why it is gathering the so called the numbers. How do you take the financial analysis? Like the amount of the income, or amount of the, it will analyze the amount of income it is returning, amount of the income or amount of the profits it is able to retain for the shareholders. You will be getting the investment from the shareholders. So how much amount of profit is incurred in a product annually, or they may take it in term basis. Okay, so that you call it taking the financial data, gathering the financial data, and you're accessing the company's performance, how well you're utilizing the funds, how well you're doing the cash flow in a company, and how well you're utilizing the funds for creating the assets. That you call it as financial analysis. So this is a very it's a backbone of a company. Like you should know, just blindly you cannot invest. Like shareholders, they cannot blindly invest on a firm. They will see the data, what the financial data, that based on the growth rate of the company, or the sales of the past years, what is the present the sales, the present sales, what is the graph, that is the relation between the past and the present. So that all they will study the rate, the ratios of the previous with the present, or the present with the future, will help you to do the financial analysis. Thereby the company's performance will be rated, right? So before going into this slide, I would like you all, please just type, all of you please just type this link, http colon hash. Please all of you type this. Are you all there? Are you all there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
this is a site, screener.in. Okay, screener.in. This is an online tool to get the financial report of any company. Okay, of any company. You can just type it here, and if you will see, you can see the rate, the growth rate, and the ratios. Everything will be displayed, and you can even export the excel sheet. Generally, this financial analysis, the financial report, in previous days they used to do it in excel, and they used to save it in a firm. But now it is a virtual. Okay, so just tell me any company, I'll type it and we'll see a financial report here. Just tell me any company what you wanted to see.
Adani Power.
Adani Power. Adani,
But
you have.
it's all about the commodities, na madam?
Yes.
It's all about the commodities, isn't it?
Yes. It's like, it will give you the which is required to do the analysis of, like, if I'm investor. Okay, if I'm investor of a firm, what he will be doing, he'll be seeing the data before investing into the company. This is an online tool. There are many tools. Okay, so what I had studied, just tell me, I will type it, Adani. There are many in this, Adani Green Energy, Adani Enterprise. Which one you want?
First one.
Adani Green Energy Limited. Okay, so we'll see all these in detail. What are these numbers? What is the stock? What is this current price? What is this ROE? All these technical terms in the coming classes. So here you can see the graphs being shown here. Okay, what is the stock, what is the market capital, what is the current price, everything, all the technical terms that are related to the financial profit analysis of a firm will be displayed here. You can see even the banks, all the private banks, public banks, the software, or the educational institutes. If it is enrolled in this, you can see this. Okay, so see this, and tell me, like, I think Wednesday you have, tomorrow you have 2 or 3 sessions. Okay, I would like you all to please make a seminar or a PPT of what is the balance sheet, what is a cash flow, what is profit and loss, what is the cash flow, what are the ratios, what are these are all the technical terms in when you do a financial analysis. So I request the students to study on it and prepare the definition, or you can give an example of any firm. Study this website. Okay, study this website, takes a company. Before studying this, you have to know what is a balance sheet, what is a cash flow, what are the ratios. Okay, how do you calculate the profitability. So just see the definition of it, and prepare a PPT on it. Okay, so shall I give the numbers? Shall I give the numbers? Who will prepare? Give me a while.
I'll prepare some of the topics, madam.
Okay, so what's your name?
Sayyid Saifuddin.
Okay, 1 minute. Let me mark. Okay, so as of now, the yellow colored is the students who had given. So what is your number?
24024
024.
77 17 batch, ma'am.
024. Mm, Okay, is this your number?
Yes.
Okay,
Sayyid Saifuddin.
okay. Okay, so who all are interested to give the seminar tomorrow?
I have to represent it, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Who all are interested, please voluntarily come. And it's a very important data, like what is a cash flow and what is a break even analysis of of a firm. All these you have to calculate and you have to study it in detail. Just give the definitions of it and show some examples for us. Okay, so who else are interested? 4025 Shivani, are you there? Shivani, are you there? Hello, she's not there. Only
Not there, ma'am.
okay. 319. Who is 319? Satish, are you there? Soumya? Soumya?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you give tomorrow the presentation on it? You have just 10 minutes presentation.
Ma'am, actually, I can't, ma'am. My health is not well, ma'am.
Okay. 4004. 4004. Who is 40?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Can you give the seminar tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
4004. I'm marking. Pranita. You didn't give before?
I have given, ma'am.
You had given. Okay. And who is Saket? Saket, I'm not. What is this? 4007. Soumya. T. Soumya.
Yes, ma'am.
So, can you give a seminar tomorrow on this?
Okay, ma'am.
4007. I'm marking you. Okay. Then Navya. 4029.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you give tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
40. Tomorrow, please do not be absent. Tomorrow, I think you have 2 hour session. So please, you will miss 2 hour session. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Still, I'll ask anyone who is this. 4303. 4303.
Ma'am.
Yes. Can you give tomorrow?
Okay, ma'am.
4303. 4. Let me. Okay. And 4304 Sai Divya. Are
Yes,
you there?
ma'am.
Can you give
Yes.
tomorrow?
Okay, ma'am. I'll give tomorrow.
I'm sorry. Okay. Still anyone? Who is this? 309? 309 Madhuri?
Yes, ma'am.
Will you give tomorrow? Madhuri? Madhuri, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 310 Vinay Kumar. 310 Vinay Kumar.
Yes, ma'am.
Will you give tomorrow?
Ma'am, I'm out station, ma'am, not the home.
No internet for you?
Internet is there, ma'am. I'm outside home, ma'am.
315 Saujanya.
Yes, ma'am.
Will you give tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the last number is 316. 316 Radha Krishna, are you there? 316, are you there? He's not responding. Radha Krishna, are you there? Okay, fine. So these are all the numbers 4024, 4029, 4303, 4304, 4309 and 4315. Okay. So please, shall I put this it in your triple E group? Shall I put this in your triple E group? Or you'll remember?
Will remember, ma'am.
Okay.
Each person have to give one topic.
It's up to you. It's up to you, and it's a vast topic. You have different terms, and studying a firm and getting the numbers, it will take time. So based on your opinion, you can give. If you are comfortable with one topic, you can give. But one person, please give a brief review of all the terms. Okay, fine.
Okay, can you tell us the topic names?
Okay, I'll give you the topic names now. Yes. So, right, in financial analysis, what I'm asking you, I just explained what is a financial analysis. I'm asking you to study about, you can see my screen, isn't it? So here you have A to Q, A to Q. Okay. So to do an financial analysis, you have to estimate the financial profitability. How do you estimate? There are different terms. The first one is cost of production. Second one is total administrative expenses. Like the third one is total sales expenses. The fourth one is royalty cost. Royalty cost is like if I'm franchising a product from a firm, so they will ask you, they will give you they will tell you to pay the royalty charge, isn't it? The royalty charge is a percentage of the sales that is generated by when you're using a licensed asset. The percentage of the sales that is generated in an year, that amount you will pay it as a royalty charge. Okay, so when you are doing a financial analysis, all these terms, whatever the terms that are displayed in the screen, like royalty charge, the cost of the production, the expected sales, and the gross profit. Okay, what are the total financial expenses? What is the depreciation cost? Okay, what is the depreciation cost? What is an operating cost? And what is the preliminary expenses of an product? Okay, what is the profit before taxation, and loss or profit or loss before taxation. um, all these terms, just take some 4 to 5. If you are comfortable, just take 4 to 5 terms that are displayed in the screen, give the definition of it, and explain it by using an example of take the data from that screener dot in. You will get the data, you will study the graphs in that and see what is the cost of production. They'll give you all in details. Export that Excel sheet, you will find it all this. Okay, so these are the topics I'm expecting you tomorrow. Just take 4 or 5 topics out of this and you can explain it, right? Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The person who asked me, are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so like what are the steps in financial analysis? Like you will be get after gathering all these terms from A to Q, you will be preparing the balance sheet, the profit and loss statements, the cash flow statements, and you will be gathering it in terms of some Excel or some mathematical software. Okay, before maintaining this balance sheet of a firm, of any firm, you should have the cost of the production, what is the sales, what is the sales expense, what is the, if you're franchising any company, what is the royalty charge, what is the sales expense. Okay, all these, even I'll tell all these in detail. Okay, don't worry about it. So I just wanted to show you what are the terms that are incurred when I'm doing the financial analysis of a company. When I'm preparing a balance sheet, these are the terms that must be taken into consideration. Okay, so these any company, if they wanted to do a financial analysis or gathering the financial data, they'll be preparing the balance sheet, the profit and loss statement, and the cash flow statement, right? So
अब चमचा ते वो सब अब लाके देखे चमचा बोल ऐसे ही खा ले
what is this disturbance?
आवाज आ रहा है, नको नको आवाज आपको गाना पसंद में जरा थोड़ा से
Hello,
बोल रे
please mute your mics. Please mute your mics. Sometimes it happens. Please mute your mics in future classes, as it is a recorded session. Please mute your mics. Okay.
I'm so sorry, madam.
Okay, it's okay. So all these are the terms. Okay, now we'll see each term in detail. Okay, first we'll see what is a cost of production. So when I'm manufacturing any product, I will be seeing all the nook and corners of what are the costs that are incurred in manufacturing a product, the cost of the material, the labor cost, the overhead cost, that you call it as the transport cost. All these you will sum up and that you call it as cost of production. Okay, the second one in the list was total administrative expenses. Administrative is, in your college you have administrative building. Okay, in front of your, the front gate, you have administrative building. So that department, they will see about the department will have salaries section, accounts department. One section will have for issuing the certificates. One section will have about a principal chamber. All these will comprise the administrative section, right? So the same wise, in a firm you will have the administrative expenses. In that you will have administrative salaries, remuneration to the directors, the professional fees. Okay, the postage, the light, the electricity, stationery, printing, insurance, tax, and all these will come under the administrative expenses. So this will, even when you're doing an analysis, this is an important term. Like cost of the product, you should not take only that into picture. Even the administrative cost, what is incurred for that product, is also very, very important. So this is a total administrative expenses. In the list what I had given, the first one is the cost of production, the second one is the total administrative expenses. Now we'll see what is the third one, that is total sales expense. Total, what is the sales? What? How do you calculate the sales of a company? How can you judge that a company is having a very good sales? Just tell me, how can you say that a company is having a very good sales or there is a drop down of sales? How will you compare it, or how will you just tell or judge that a company is having a very good sales? Just please talk on this. Yes, please talk on this. How do you calculate the sales expenses of a company? You're not interested to answer? 14 members are there. At least one I'm expecting. What is the definition of sales expenses? Just type it in Google and tell me. So please answer it. What is a sales expenses? Or how do you calculate the sales of a company? Please
Sale
answer.
expenses includes any cost which is occurred by sales department, madam.
Okay. So how can you judge that a company is having a very good sales?
By doing analysis,
Okay.
preparing reports.
Okay. So what is the benchmark of preparing a sales report of a firm? Of a firm, if you are buying any product in Amazon, you will be comparing it with the other products and you will be judging it. Okay, finally the product is okay with a good discount and the less price and quality, quantity, whatever the terms you wanted to see, the characteristics what you wanted to buy. So how do you judge that a company is having a very good sales? Just answer it. If you have anything in your brain, you can just. No? No? Can I?
By taking reviews of other customers.
Okay, by taking the reviews of other customer. Right. So how do you calculate the sales of a company is? I had given here a table here. Okay, a company, an XYZ company is producing a product or service. It could be a service based company or a product based company. So how do you say that a product or whatever it is manufacturing or giving the service, you will see it based on the sales of the product in an year. Okay, in an year. Okay, from you will be taking if it is a company of a 10 years old company, you will take the sales of the last 10 years and you will be tabulating a table. Okay, here you can see a table. The sales of the product initially at 2005 was 49 crores. Okay, 49 crores, and it was increased to 58, 84, 150, 190, and last it was 696. If you see in terms of percentage, it was increased to 33 percentage. Okay, mathematically just see the difference. Okay, I am just giving a number called 33%, but annual, when you are seeing it in year wise, the sales of the product is increasing, right? So thereby you can say there is an high demand of the product. The demand of the product will be how do you judge the demand of the product? Based on the growth of the sales in the past. You will be taking the past data and you will be tabulating, or you will be drawing the graphs, and you will always the graph, whatever the straight line, it should be increasing. Then only you can say that your firm is doing, you're having a very good sales and the profit margin is good. Okay, so an investor, what he will be doing, I had shown a website now, the 10 minutes back I had shown the website. So there you can see some graphs whereby they'll be seeing the sales and the cash flow, the balance sheet, and they will be studying on it, and they will be deciding whether they can prefer that company or not. Usually an investor will prefer the company if it is having a growth rate of more than 15%. If it is more than 15% only, an investor will invest amount on the company. Okay, so this is how do you estimate the sales. Okay, this is one of the example I took. Okay, so the fourth one is a royalty cost. Royalty cost is the royalty charge that is incurred by a firm when by a the person the from where you are getting from where you are getting a licensed product. A licensee will ask you to pay the charge where a licensor is using the licensed product and he is making profit out of it. So based on the percentage of the sales in that year, they have to pay the royalty charge. Sometimes the royalty charge will be fixed price. Okay, so based on the brand of the product or the brand nature of the product, the royalty charge will be differing. It is not always a fixed, or it is not dependent upon always it is not dependent upon the percent of the sales. The based on the charge they do it on the company, the royalty charge will be differing. Okay, so what's the time now? It is 12:09. So I'm expecting you how do we do the financial analysis of a firm. Please study on this terms and try to study about how do you create a balance sheet and how do you create a profit and loss statement, cash flow statement, and take an example of a company and gather the numbers what they are given in that website, and study on it, and you tomorrow you can present it. Fine, is it okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Tomorrow will be more clear. Today I just had given a brief introduction about financial analysis, about cost of production, what is the royalty charge, what is the cost of the product. Okay, all these we had given, and we had started with the difference between qualitative and quantitative demand analysis. Tomorrow we'll go in detail, and I think if it's a combined class, it's good so that I cannot repeat it. Fine, can I end the session?
Yes, ma'am.
Please do not leave. I didn't take